I find a lot of talented people are fucking crazy.
Well, somebody said that the really talented singers and actors were the weird kids from high school that were in drama and all of that.
Oh, for sure.
Real friends.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, various levels of crazy. Obviously, not all deceptive, but some of the most brilliant actors are just completely out of their mind, and that's one of the reasons why they're so good at acting. Is because they can look. My friend Wayne Fetterman had a bit that he did about it on stage, and he's like, "Guess what? It's not fucking normal to be able to just cry."
Yeah.
He goes, "You could just cry and pretend something's wrong and cry." He was like, "That's crazy. These are crazy people."
Yeah, and you really can't go to a certain place if you don't have a little of that in you. My dad used to always say when he's working with patients, he would say, "There's something about that old boy I can't stand about me." Because he'd say, you can't see it in them if you don't have a little of it in you.
Yeah.
And I think there's some truth in that.
Oh, there's 100% truth in that. That is the thing that drives me the craziest about weak people. I'm so terrified of seeing weakness and just being pathetic. I'm so terrified of seeing that in myself. I see it in other people, and it smells. I smell it like a drug sniffing dog. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you smell desperation.
Yes.
Weakness. So what makes you do this? Why are you doing a podcast?
I have always been a blabbermouth. I can never shut the fuck up. I love talking, and I've always been fascinated by human beings and their lives, and just talking to people and finding out. Like the guy before was. This guy, Johan Grillo, who's a narcotics journalist. He's a narco journalist in Mexico. I mean, I couldn't wait to talk to that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just what a life. I mean, he's been living in Mexico for 18 years. He's from England.
Still alive.
Still alive.
That's something right there.
Yeah, and he was telling me about friends that have been killed, and he's been in some sticky situations a few times, and I'm just fascinated by people and what they like to do. I'm fascinated by athletes. I'm fascinated by physicists. I've just always been very, very curious. And I've always recognized that everyone thinks about things differently, and that I could take a little bit of something from everybody, whether it's from a book or it's from having a conversation with someone. I can gain a little bit of experience, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of insight